So you like Spike over Angel.
Right.
Yes.
I want to hear you
Damon
whine
over
about the fact that
Stefan.
you're hot.
Yeah.
I want to keep it chill easy because we're going to have fun with you, and we're going to sit down and talk about how we're going to take over the world. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
So are you looking for their opinion?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys agree?
Does it bother
Do
you?
you like
Yeah.
brooding?
I mean, a little bit of mystery is okay, but when it becomes whining, like, if there are whining human guys I could go out with. I know, I choose not to. Well, married, but you know.
Well, I think it depends on the character and the purpose they serve in the story. Like, you know, for me, for my series, the main character, the main vampire character is Royce. But there are plenty of other vampires in my books, like, for example, Mouse, the mute vampire who basically hates herself because of some of the things that the vampire who made her do. And there's the two brothers, I can't believe I'm forgetting their names right now, Tad and Sebastian. And, you know, the one who is turned into a vampire basically hates himself and hates what he's become because he never wanted it. And he gets all broody and ugh. But, of course, I cut all the scenes that went over this stuff, but, you know, his brother is the one who usually gets him out of his funk. And, you know, so it really depends on the character and their circumstances.
I can get on board with the character building stuff. It's the whole, you know.
If it's the main vampire character, if Royce was doing it, I'd be like, no, I gotta stop that. So.
All I have right now is Louis C.K. in my mind, like doing a monologue on this, going, "You're in an airplane, in a tube, for like, it's around there! Whatever, be grateful!" Like, I just, like, he was doing so well! You're living there! You live in the forever!
Okay, that's an interesting question. So, brought up at the last panel, like, about vampires that automatically have, like, all the resources in the world. Like,
Well, they
they get turned and, like, they go to the vampire bank and it's like crickets. Do you like your vampires to have limited resources, or would you rather they have to be like the billionaire CEO vampire who has everything and he's like, he can be that man if he wanted to?
To me, it's like they're like, they can do whatever they want. They can go into a bank and like rip off in the vault. I mean, like, to me, when you're supernatural and you've been around a long time, you can get it done. I mean, you can do whatever you want, and it can be underhanded, or you don't have to work. I mean, you just, because you're evil and greedy. it just wouldn't be hard.
Sense.
It wouldn't be hard.
Well, again, it depends on the characters. Like the master vampires of the cities in my books tend to be, you know, the Christian Grey vampires who have everything and, you know, all that stuff. Not in the bedroom.
You just killed me.
Maybe. I'm sorry. That's where my mind went. Again, lack of coffee. I blame that. But then on the other hand, you know, I also have some of my favorite vampire characters that I've introduced are my fringe hobo vampires who live in, there's like 6 or 7 of them crammed in this bar, the seedy bar in Los Angeles, and they like to go, you know, karaoke nights at the bar down the street. But I mean, they have this horrible, you know, secondhand shag carpet and this couch it's Rain's comfy couch, and you can sit on it and ask nicely. But you know, it's like these poor vampires barely have 2 pennies to rub together, and you know they don't have much. But they do.
They could just go kill Christian Grey. I mean,
I don't get it.
The new fanfic.
They're all relatively new vampires. Even the one who's the leader.
Vampire Bank.
So their leader is like morally opposed to doing anything horrible to humans.
Well, then he's gonna remain
So
exactly.
to me, the trope is usually that they've been alive a really long time, and so if they're alive a really long time, they've had some time to.
They saw electricity coming.
You know, they got the gold blocks right out of it. They were resourceful, and so they didn't have to worry about that stuff. But if they're relatively new and they just returned, they're not going to have the money. Makes sense.
one of them works at McDonald's on the night shift.
Oh.
Boy, that is just
like imagine having super senses and working with girls.